What are you doing with my son? Are you guys dating? This woman is too old for you, Marcus.
They say every mistake has a price, but nobody tells you how heavy that price can feel when it's paid with your entire life. Evelyn Carter was 45 years old when her world collapsed. She was a single mother, a woman who had spent decades putting everyone else first. She raised her daughter alone, worked long hours, paid bills on time. She did everything right, except one thing. She forgot herself. Evelyn didn't grow up dreaming of scandal. She dreamed of peace, but peace never came. After her mother died, the silence in her home became unbearable. Every room echoed, every night felt longer, and loneliness stopped being a feeling. It became a companion. That's when Marcus re-entered her life. Marcus was 20 years now, her best friend Dana's son, a college student with thoughtful eyes and a soft voice. He started visiting to help around the house, fixing broken shelves, carrying groceries, sitting on the porch while Evelyn drank coffee and watched the street. They talked about life, about dreams, about how adulthood feels like drowning quietly. Marcus listened, really listened, and Evelyn felt seen for the first time in years. She told herself it was harmless. She told herself it was just conversation. But connection doesn't ask permission. Late-night calls turned into long drives. Long drives turned into shared silences. Shared silences turned into something neither expected. They fought it. They talked about the age gap. They talked about Dana. They talked about consequences. But hearts don't obey logic. Marcus told Evelyn she made him feel understood. Evelyn told Marcus he reminded her she was still alive. They promised to keep it quiet. They promised not to hurt anyone. They promised it was real. For a while, it felt like they had stolen happiness from a cruel world. Then Dana walked in. She saw Marcus sitting too close. She saw Evelyn frozen in fear. She didn't need explanations. Her voice cracked. "My son? My best friend?" Dana walked out, and Evelyn's life shattered. Dana felt betrayed, not just as a mother, but as a friend. She accused Evelyn of crossing emotional boundaries, of abusing trust, of destroying her family. She cut Marcus off, filed a civil lawsuit. Social media exploded. Strangers called Evelyn disgusting. Neighbors avoided her. Clients disappeared. Her daughter stopped speaking to her. Evelyn became a headline, a warning story, a woman reduced to judgment. Marcus tried to defend her. He told everyone he chose Evelyn, that she never forced him, that he loved her. But nobody cared. Public opinion was louder than truth. The courtroom was cold. Dana cried on one side. Evelyn sat silent on the other. Psychologists talked about age gaps. Lawyers argued power dynamics. Marcus took the stand. He spoke clearly. He said Evelyn never manipulated him, never pressured him, never controlled him. He said he was an adult. He said the relationship was mutual. The judge ruled that although Marcus was legally grown, Evelyn had violated emotional boundaries as a longtime family friend. Dana won damages. Evelyn lost her savings, her reputation, her sense of belonging. She didn't go to jail, but she lost almost everything else. Marcus moved away. Dana erased Evelyn from her life. Evelyn sold her house, moved into a small apartment, started over with nothing. She worked quietly, lived simply. Some nights she cried until morning. Other nights she stared at the ceiling, replaying every choice. She didn't see herself as evil. She saw herself as broken, a woman who reached for warmth and burned down her world. Months passed, then a year. Evelyn learned to survive again. She stopped checking Marcus's social media, stopped waiting for messages. She told herself that love sometimes means letting go. Until one evening, there was a knock on her door. It was Marcus. Older now, calmer, stronger. He stood there with tired eyes and a quiet smile. "I never stopped loving you," he said. "I just needed to grow." They talked for hours about pain, about mistakes, about how losing each other changed them both. Marcus told Evelyn he finished school, got a job, built his own life. He didn't come back as a boy. He came back as a man. And this time, he came by choice. They didn't rush. They didn't hide. They rebuilt slowly, carefully. Evelyn apologized for everything. Marcus thanked her for teaching him what love felt like. They set boundaries. They went to counseling. They chose transparency over secrecy. Dana never forgave Evelyn. That wound remained. But Marcus made peace with his mother while keeping distance. He refused to live a life dictated by guilt. He chose happiness. And Evelyn learned that redemption doesn't come from erasing the past. It comes from becoming better because of it. Today, Evelyn lives quietly, but she doesn't live alone. Marcus stands beside her, not as someone she rescued, not as someone she controlled, but as an equal. They don't pretend their story is perfect. They carry scars. They carry lessons. They carry responsibility. But they also carry love, real love, the kind that survives fire. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Tailbox for more interesting stories. This isn't a story about forbidden romance. It's a story about growth, about consequences, about two broken souls learning how to stand upright again. Some love stories aren't pretty. They're painful. They're messy. But sometimes they get a second chance. And somewhere out there, Evelyn Carter finally learned how to forgive herself.